I am not excited to talk about this episode. This episode was nuts.
I'll be excited to talk about it.
I just finished watching it right before you got here.
Me too.
Several times I sat at the kitchen table, head in hand, being like, I don't... like, what the fuck is going on this television program?
Dude, I feel like we're in, like this season is like the Bizarro season.
This is the crash out season. Like, this
Clearly.
is where it, like, really...
comes apart at the seams.
Yes, and I have more notes this episode about the editing and the voiceover specifically than I have on any other episode. Like,
I agree.
I really do think it's the fucking remix in the editing suite this season. I fear. Like, I don't want it to be that way, but I do think that's the way that it's going to be this season. It makes me a little nervy.
I don't love the way that this is shaping up.
No, it's setting a really bad tone for all. This is the second like actual episode of the season.
Yeah.
So it doesn't look like it's going to start out well, or it doesn't look like it's starting out well.
Yeah. You know what is encouraging, though?
What?
Hold on, where the fuck are my notes? Oh, no. I'm panicking.
Oh, my God.
Please hold. Please hold. Dance Moms recap. Here we go. We are in season 5. There are 38 episodes this season. That is, I would say, too many.
Holy Moses.
But it goes down every season going forward. In season 6...
Interesting.
Yeah, in season 6, there's only 34. In season 7, there's only 30. In season 8, there's only 22 episodes. And then in season 9, there's only 11.
Oh, my God. That's short. Oh, because she goes to prison.
Right.
Crazy.
Dude, see, that last
Your show
season,
stopping because you go to prison is, hear me out, insane.
they should have just let, like, Maddie or Kalani run it.
Yeah, they should have
or
gotten...
Chloe comes back.
They should have brought in Leslie and Pastor Dawn from season 1 and been like, all right, ladies.
Was it Pastor or Minister Dawn? Is there a difference?
I don't know. Not really. I mean, it depends on who you ask, but, like, not really.
Okay.
Functionally, there's no difference.
Hello, Iggy. Hello.
Also, Iggy's here.
Hell yeah. Oh, God. The
sweet
snarfling.
baby.
Here we go.
Who, if she could crawl into your skin and wear it like a suit, she would. Holy God, that's disgusting. Unfortunately, yes. Earlier, before we started recording, Eli said, I wish anyone on this earth loved me as much as this dog. And I said, I don't think that much love is something that a human being is capable of.
No.
It's reserved for a dog.
Yeah.
Like, it's dog only. The party that I went to last night, which I'm going to talk about a little bit more on this episode, the owner of the house has a dog that's, like, tall-ish. I don't know what she is, but she leaps like a deer. So if she's sitting here and she on the couch next to me and she sees something over the coffee table on the other side that she wants, I shit you not, leaps into the air like a deer / dolphin.
That's
like
awesome.
Mix, and then
a dog fin.
And she doesn't bump anything. She doesn't knock anything over. It is absolutely nuts. Just
what an athlete.
Swan diving, and she's like not even a year old. Just
Ellie,
whoosh.
Patrick and Leah's dog, Ellie, is like 11. She's 10 or 11 and still can do stuff like that.
My friend's dog is a similar size to Ellie. So there's like might be something there.
Yeah, her breed, I don't know what it is, but they talk all the time about how they should have like put her in like agility training with how smart and disciplined she is, but how freaking fast she is, man.
Smart, disciplined, and freaking fast are not words I would use to describe that dog.
Iggy.
What is she looking? She's looking
You're
for
none
something.
of those things. I don't know. Your ball's right here.
No, she doesn't want that. She wants something else to be determined.
She wants to shove her entire snout into my ear.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
what she wants.
Okay, ready to get started?
Yeah.
Okay. Welcome back to Pyramid Guys, Gals, and Non-Binary Pals. My name is Amanda, and I'm your host every single freaking week, except for the weeks that I'm not.
And I'm Eli, the dipshit participation trophy of co-hosts, sleeper agent for the patriarchy, Eli Elizabeth Farmer.
Unfrosted Pop Tart.
Unfrosted Pop Tart, yes.
Yeah.
I need to actually write all that out sometime.
So
I need
you
to
remember
go
all
through
of it.
the several nicknames that I have.
The unfrosted Pop Tart really fucked me up.
That dug deep.
That's hilarious. I'm so sorry. I know that sucks for you. That's awesome for me.
Well, because the Pop Tart, it's like there's still some good stuff there, but
okay,
like that's
I
not
have
the
a question
best part.
about Pop Tarts, and
Oh,
there are correct answers to these.
Oh.
First and foremost, the most important question: do you eat them shits raw, or do you put them in a toaster?
I raw dog a Pop Tart.
Okay.
I'm fine with people that put them in toasters. That's fine.
I'm not fucking with you even a little bit. I did not know that people put them in toasters until I was an educator. Until I saw a student come in with them on a plate. And I said, what the hell are you doing? Why are those on a plate? And they said, oh, I just put them in the toaster in the cafeteria. And I was like, why did you do that? And they were like,
Pop Tarts.
Miss Bob, that's like the point. That's
the thing.
And then they were like, you know how on the package there's a toaster? And I was like, I literally, for whatever reason, did not know that. And then the second question, to which there are also correct answers, what's the best flavor? Not what's your favorite. What is objectively the best?
I think a lot of people would say like the wild berry.
That's
the frosted
up there.
wild berry.
That's up there. Purple blue with the blue squiggle.
Yeah,
that's
I
up
think
there
brown
for sure.
sugar cinnamon is one of those.
Brown sugar cinnamon is my shit.
I think those
dude.
two, and then maybe the I'm blanking. The s'mores flavor is a really popular one too.
Yeah, that one's really good.
I don't discriminate. I like all of them. There's this one that was like a cookies and cream one that's like it's like
I was just about to bring that one up too.
Stuff.
It's like kind of nuts.
It's a little much.
It's a little too much, yeah.
There's not a bad Pop Tart though, in my opinion.
Except the unfrosted ones.
No, what I really like is there's like a green apple one maybe, or like an apple. No, I'm lying to you. It's like an apple pie one that I thought was really good.
Does it have frosting on it?
It had like a drizzle.
Okay.
So I wish there was more frosting, but it was still good.
That's fair. Dude, I'm such a big Pop Tart person. When I was a kid and I would go to summer camp, my parents would always volunteer, obviously.
Duh.
And every single morning when they had Pop Tarts, my dad would split a package of brown sugar cinnamon Pop Tarts with me every single day at summer camp. Because my mom didn't want me to have two because she was afraid I was going to grow up to be fat. Bummer anyway. It's true. And hey, guess what happened anyway? But every single morning, summer camp for like a week, my dad, and he wouldn't be like, hi, sweetie, make a big deal about it. He would walk by and he would take one out and he would leave the one in the wrapper for me.
Oh, good call.
Every single morning.
Well, because you would need the crumbs to catch the crumbs. He's like, I know how to eat a Pop-Tart.
And just in case, if it's time to clean up, you want to take it with you, like every single day for the week that I was in summer camp.
Yeah.
For my, at church camp. Yeah. It was fucking awesome.
Dope.
Do you have a pyramid? You and I saw each other. We had a recording on Thursday, and today's Sunday.
Listen here, Amanda.
I also have one. I just didn't know if you would have one.
I would never show up to this here podcast unprepared.
I would
judging. Never do that.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, what's the bottom of your pyramid, bro?
My bottom is when a fast food place forgets an item and you don't realize it until you've
driven away. That is so specific and such a good thing to put at the bottom of your pyramid. Yeah, that's real as fuck.
And it always seems to be the thing that you wanted most.
Yeah, it's the thing that I specifically was here for. Like, that's why I came here.
Yeah, like, I'm just craving some fries. I guess I ought to get some chicken nuggets, too. Of course, they remember the nuggets, not the fries.
Or a sauce.
Or, like, something like that. Like, God.
Yeah.
Or the apple pie.
Real.
At a McDonald's. Dude, those things are awesome.
I don't think I've ever had one. But to be, like, if this is a safe space, to be totally honest, I don't love hot fruit. That's not really my jam. Like a cobbler or like a pie with fruit in it. Ugh, why would you ruin a dessert with fruit?
Well, a warm apple pie with vanilla ice cream is elite.
But at that point,
top tier dessert.
I feel that's fair. I do feel like if we're talking like fruit, bread, ice cream, the party I want to attend the most is the ice cream. So the ice cream is the what? I'm being serious.
You don't want to go to a hot fruit party?
No.
In Pride Month? Unbelievable, Amanda.
No. Ice cream, vanilla. Yeah, no. I like the hot fruit and the bread are just the accessory at that point. But the main thing is the ice. For me, is the main thing is the ice cream.
Oh, speaking of Pride Month, everyone look at my shirt.
Everyone, look how big of an ally Eli is. Eli the ally.
That's what they call me. I got this at a Falcons game when I went and visited Colin and Ansley like 2 years ago or whenever it was.
Brother.
Yeah.
Happy Pride Month.
Happy Pride Month, y'all. What's your bottom? Tell me about your bottom.
My bottom is like kind of similar. People, I think I've said this on the podcast before. Maybe on the episode with Savannah, I can't remember. But people in like a grocery store or a Target that aren't self-aware.
Get the hell out of the way.
Get the hell out of my way.
Why are you in the middle of the aisle right now?
Or people with like 5 million children and the kids are right. I'm like, I can't walk through this aisle with my cart if your freaky ass kids are running around. Like, move. Get the fuck out of my way. It pisses me. I had to go into Target today. And
congratulations.
I was like, I have to really like haul ass. And I went to the Target out in Smyrna, which is a super Target.
That's a drive, though.
No, it's not. It's only 15 minutes. It's not that much longer than going to the one in Brentwood, fun fact.
Oh.
Not to dox myself.
I just don't go to Target.
Well, that's okay. You don't have to.
I think they donated to the Trump campaign.
Yeah, Target is really problematic. However, every single large corporation is very problematic. But anyway, and the people were just like hanging out. I was like, I am on a time limit. I have to get back to my house and watch Dance Moms.
You also have to understand, I'm sure you're aware, that for a lot of people, Target is like that's their day. Like, we're just going to go kind of mosey around
I need
Target.
Like 2 things from here.
We're going to have a great time.
No.
We'll look at all the knickknacks and doodads. Perhaps a doohickey or two.
No.
Oh, okay.
Doing no hickeys.
No doohickeys.
Doing
Iggy.
no hickeys at all.
Doohiggies.
Oh, look, she brought you something.
Do I come up? Boing.
Baby. What's the middle of your pyramid?
Oh my God! Hang on, Iggy. No,
she wants you to throw it.
Yeah.
Don't do it. We're at the beginning of the episode.
Yeah, Iggy. We can't be getting all. Look at this.
We can't start at 100.
I can't. Oh my God! Look at her little tail.
I know. She's like,
guys. If you're not watching this episode, please do yourself a favor. No,
girl.
Look how sad she is.
No, she'll live.
The middle of my pyramid is summer.
Okay.
Because
speak on it.
the good, like, for example, you and I went to the pool yesterday.
Real.
It was awesome. The sun was beautiful. We got to read our books. The water was nice and cold, like getting long days with sunshine. That's all great. But going outside for like 30 seconds and breaking out into a sweat sucks.
Ass. It's so ass.
That is the sweatiest part of me. Yes.
It's so ass.
Yeah.
I hate it.
I had to park out on the street instead of like right over here. I had to park out on the street. By the time I got to the front door, I felt a bead of sweat like on my forehead.
Yeah. It's awful.
It's crazy. Yeah. Summer's the middle of the pyramid. The only reason that summer is like was the greatest season when we were kids because we didn't have school.
Yeah.
But now,
and you had band.
I still have to go to work though.
Yeah.
And it's a bazillion degrees outside.
But I will say, as an adult, I do get to choose to be inside. When I was a kid, there were things I did that I didn't have a choice whether or not I was inside. Right? Like band camp, you are going outside, you have no choice. Church camp, you have to go outside. But now as an adult, I'm like, oh, this is really inconvenient. But in no part of my life do I have to be outside. It's all a choice now. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
Which is beneficial to me personally.
For sure. Lay down.
The middle of my pyramid.
Oh, here we go.
Is Love Island USA season 7.
All right. I'm just gonna go take a water break.
Okay, sounds good. Listen up. I know that like these people who are on this show are tired. They are drunk most of the time. They are not speaking to any of their friends and family back home. They literally can only speak to each other, right? Because that's how reality TV works, or like sequestered basically. So I get that there are like environmental factors that are not good. Like I get that. Some of these people are acting like this is like life or death for them.
Right.
That you either go home with $100,000 or you're shot. Like they're acting like it is so serious. And it's not. You are on a reality television show where you're competing to see who the hottest person is, basically.
I was about to say, like, would this be a show that I could do? And then I heard you say that, and the answer is no. You
wouldn't last one day, and it's literally only because of the fuckery. You would be like, absolutely not. I can't do this.
That's fair. Can you give me like I'm talking like a 15-second synopsis of what the hell Love Island is?
Yes.
Great.
Okay. The goal is to be a part of a couple at the end.
Okay.
And walk away with $100,000.
If you find love.
Yeah, based on voting, question mark.
Is there only one couple that can win?
Yes, one couple that wins. And I think it's based on voting at the end.
Like audience voting or like the people on it?
I think it's both.
Interesting.
I know there's audience voting right now happening.
Does RuPaul show up and also offer an opinion?
He doesn't go, hello, hello, hello. That doesn't happen at all.
RuPaul, he doesn't make anyone sashay away.
No.
Damn. All right.
But people do. So
they do sashay away.
To work backwards.
Work, WERK.
You start with a group of like 12 people, I think, like 6 women, 6 men.
How heteronormative?
Or it's like it's so bad.
Okay, one of those.
Or maybe it's like 6 and 8. There's always outliers. There's always like stragglers, right?
Damn. That would be me. Okay, it's day to day. So the episode that comes out tonight is about yesterday. They're there at the villa right now. Jeez.
And they're there for like a month or something. Oh, I forgot to start the timer.
We have the timer. It's 15 minutes.
Okay.
After this, you will.
Yeah, after this, I'll have to do it. Yeah. And they go through like challenges where they get like, you know, their couple gets like tested, their dynamic is like tested and whatever, and you're basically just like exploring connections with all these people,
hooking up,
yeah. And
why wouldn't I like this?
Because it is interpersonal espionage on a level of pettiness akin to that of middle school.
Oh.
Where it's literally like, did you see the way he looked at her? Now I feel weird. Yeah, that's why you wouldn't be able to last.
Yeah. You said this is on an island? I'm drowning myself. I'm favorite, walking into the sea.
Yeah, no. My favorite contestant is a girl named Alandria. She is hilarious, and she's like the group mom.
They should call her Halandria.
They should, honestly. She's like relatively unproblematic. She's not messy. She's not trying to break up any couples to steal anybody's man. Like some of the other girls are like, I bet I could steal this person's man.
Because they want to win, or just because they're trying to fuck with the other person?
Yes.
Oh, God.
And then, so the episode I just finished, I'm not caught up. I'm on episode like 8 maybe, and there's like 20 episodes out by now.
Spoiler alert for content.
Spoiler alert, yeah, thank you. Spoiler alert. The episode I just got to was insane. So they do a challenge, and all their like dynamics are tested and whatever. And they have... Oh, they also have bombshells. So people who just show up and they're like, I'm here and I'm hot also. And then it's like, oh, well, I was with this person and we were getting along super well, but then a bombshell walks into the villa and now I'm getting along with them better. Right. And so now I might leave my man at the recoupling ceremony and get with this man officially.
What would be really funny, though, is if they all colluded to be like, whoever shows up, everyone just straight up ignore them.
So that does kind of happen.
Just ignore them.
That is kind of like a thing.
That's
but
awesome.
They're all so hot and charismatic that's damn near impossible. So this episode I just got to, they are having this recoupling ceremony where everyone has to formally state who they're in a couple with. I'm coupling up with this person, whatever. And what they did not know was that America got to vote who they thought the 3 new bombshells should partner up with. And based on that vote, they have to change. They don't have a choice. America votes. This is what it is. So these 3 bombshells are now a part of a couple with the 3 people that America says they should be. Those 3 pre-existing partners are now single. Just because, even though their dynamics were great. They're now single because America said so. And then...
Fuck you, America.
Then the host is like, all right, everyone who's sitting here right now, decide which one of these 3 is going home tonight.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Wait, what the fuck? And then the contestants start like very dramatically weeping about... And I'm like, okay, y'all have known each other for a week. This is episode 8. You've known each other for a week.
Right. But also that means they'd have no shot at $100,000.
Right. And it is sad, right? Like, because there was one couple that, like, literally they had not had any problems, and America just, like, wanted to fuck with the couple. And then that guy had to go home.
We're good people, you know?
It was nuts.
We're really good
so
people.
Anyway, it's middle of the pyramid because, hey, that's crazy, and also it's like...
Because, hey, that's
get
crazy.
Get a load of this society, whatever. But also, I'm eating it up. You know what I mean? And also, it's not that serious. They're going to leave this little reality television show, probably do another one on Netflix, probably get like a toothpaste endorsement and be fine. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not that serious.
Yeah.
So that's the middle of my pyramid. What's the top of yours?
The top of my pyramid is what I did earlier this afternoon. I went and played catch with my middle brother.
Hell yeah, dude.
We hopped a fence at a ball field over at Shelby Park.
Hell yeah.
Just played catch in the outfield. We went and sat in the dugout and drank.
Nice.
Like we brought our little like water bottles and sat and like we just got to shoot the shit for like an hour. Did not stop talking for an hour straight, just playing catch with my brother. It was awesome.
That's awesome.
Sam and I haven't done that. Sam and I both were very good ball players back in the day.
Right.
But like we haven't gotten to play catch since oh God, I don't know. I was like 17. It has literally been like half of my lifetime ago.
Sure.
Yeah, and it was just like a great brother thing. Yeah, it was awesome.
I feel that way. When I do things with my sister.
Very top of the pyramid.
Yeah. My top of the pyramid is I went to a party last night that I was talking about earlier. It was a cocktail competition.
Oh.
And I was really nervous to go because there's a bunch of people I hadn't seen in a long time. And, like, some of them I had not seen. Like, one of them was, like, Amanda, I like your haircut. And it was like the last time he saw me, I had blue hair.
Damn.
It was that long ago. Yeah.
That is
I was like,
wild.
yeah, that's crazy. So I was nervous because I was like, I don't know how these people are going to feel. I don't know if these people still like me. I don't know if anybody gives a shit, blah, 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 whatever. But then I went and it was like the best time I've had with those people in like well over a year.
Isn't it funny?
Well over a year.
Isn't it funny how that happens?
I know, it was crazy. And
That's
then
awesome.
a bunch of us, especially the girls, a bunch of us girls made like a fuck ton of plans all in one night. And everyone, and you know it's serious when it's not like we should do something, but when the women are in the kitchen, the dudes were all playing Wii Golf, obviously.
Absolutely.
Drunk as fuck, sweating it out, playing Wii Golf, obviously.
Oh,
the
yeah.
women are all in the kitchen with our phones out looking at our calendars. And that's how you know we're locking in.
Yes, sir.
It's like going on the cow, like this is what we're doing, whatever.
The cow.
And I have... Oh
You're in the kitchen.
In the kitchen, looking at the cow with the gals. The gal cow, if you will. I have a friend who I cannot describe this person in any way other than she's everyone's fun redneck uncle. Like her name, I'm not gonna say her name, but she is one half of a lesbian couple, and is the most southern, funny person I've ever met in my fucking life. And I was about to piss my pants last night laughing at. She's just one of those people that like, as she talks, you're like, how are you this funny? Always. Like, if I hear she's gonna be at a thing, I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna be laughing so hard my face hurts tomorrow.
Yeah.
It was so much fun. And I was nervous to go, and I'm really glad that I went. It was awesome.
That is super dope. You mentioned like rednecks there. I have a friend, Hunter, who's a lot like that.
Yeah.
A very thick Southern accent, but Theo Vaughn, I think, is a lot like that. Just like everything he says is
problematic,
so crazy and funny.
You know, he went to Trump's inauguration.
Yeah, I do.
The second one.
Yeah. I'm not saying he's a good guy, but
he is pretty funny.
He is out of his goddamn mind. He's so funny.
Yeah.
So funny.
It was so fun. Okay, we got 3 listener emails, but I'm only going to read one of them because they all say the same thing.
Okay.
And this one from Mel is like the most succinct way of articulating all the points, so I'm just going to read hers.
Can we shout out the other people?
Tony and...
Of course.
Izzy both sent in
what
emails,
up?
but they all say the same thing. But I'm gonna read Mel's.
Thank you, Tony and Izzy.
Okay. Mel says, "Hi, my beautiful Amanda," and the dude next to her, whose name I think is Eli. I don't know.
You should have said it's like Elliot or something. Like almost.
Yeah.
Elijah. One of my volunteers the other day called me Ed and then called me Ethan later in the shift.
On purpose?
No, this was our like first time meeting.
Oh yeah.
And then he was like, Eli, I'm so sorry. I've called you the wrong name now twice.
You're like, it's fine, dude.
I was like, it's whatever, dude.
I get it all the time, actually.
Yeah, I really do.
The event that I worked last week, my banquet manager, which is like a staff person I have to talk to at every hotel pretty constantly, his name was Levi, and it really threw me off because Rachel and I, mainly Rachel.
I was going to say, she's got to be cackling.
We call Eli Levi. Rachel called him Levi one time. And
cannot stop.
And then also does it because it's funny. And so he stuck his hand out. He's like, "Hi, I'm your banquet manager." And he's like, "My name's Levi." And I was like, fuck me. I was like, I'm going to call him Eli at least once. And I didn't. I only called him Levi, but it really took me a second every time to be like, "Hey, Levi, I have a question."
Yeah.
Like I'd never heard that name before, probably. I sounded like someone who was like sounding out his name, like, "Levi? Can I ask you a question?" Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So the email, hey, it's Mel once again, and hopefully I'm bringing some new info in my journey of trying to become a bestie of the pod. If you send one email, you're a bestie.
Yeah, that's basically the cutoff.
That's just the truth. I just finished listening to the episode on the premiere of season 5, and I think I have some useful information. Like Amanda and our best girl, Alice from Wonderland, I am also one to fall down a rabbit hole since I can't seem to enjoy anything a normal amount, and I have collected this information throughout the few years I've been inserted into the Dance Moms fandom. I did, in fact, forget to start the timer once again. Hang on. Okay, there we go. I got it. Sorry. Number 1, Christy alleges that none of the girls except for Nia reached out to Chloe during the break outside of a group chat. I think another bestie had that information on the finale of season 4, but brought this back because when Kendall says she's texted and called and whatever, I think that was after they all realized that they weren't returning for season 5. So in the show, it's made to sound like...
Oh, when they all realized Chloe and Christy weren't returning.
So it's like once season 5 started, then they started reaching out. But in the show, they try to make us believe that it was in between season 4 and season 5 that they reached out.
That is how it was made to seem.
But they didn't. It was like, oh, you're not here, oh shit.
Got it.
The iPad comment, remember we were talking about how the producers gave them iPads? The iPad episode allegedly spawned from Abby saying to Nia one of the weeks that she had braids in her hair.
Oh.
That she didn't want any Tootsies on the team. And for any international listener like me, No, Tootie. Oh my God. That's an even dumber name. Not Tootsie. Tootie was a black character on a mainly white TV show back in the 80s. I think it's All in the Family is the show that character was on. Back in the 80s, and it was used as a minor slur to denote a token black child, very exclusionary. So Abby made her take her braids out. And insulted her in front of all of her friends because she's a child, and that's super epic and very based and cool. Okay, awesome. Eli likes to say that the dance battle at the end of season 4 in LA was disappointing because it seemed rehearsed in the group part, but I would like to say it's not unusual. It's not unusual for dance teams to have combinations already memorized that can just be thrown in at any moment.
Yeah, after the fact, after I said that, I realized, like, obviously that's probably the case.
Yeah.
But I thought that this was supposed to be, like, 100%
fully
impromptu and stuff. Yeah.
No.
So I realized later on that was probably the case. Thank you, though.
Mel says, I believe Holly was actually trying to be on Abby's good side by criticizing Christy and Kelly for the tweets and lawsuit and everything else. I think Abby was building Nia up on this episode for a specific reason, and I won't say because you guys haven't gotten there yet, and I'll report on that later on. I don't know what it is. Terrifying. On their podcast, Christy and Kelly haven't reached season 5 yet to talk about quote unquote Paige's lawsuit. But they
that cracks me up.
Yeah, I know. But they did talk about Kelly's arrest after Abby called the police on her in their last episode. There was a whole trial on this, and Kelly claims that production wouldn't give up any footage that didn't go on air to be used as evidence on that case. So I wouldn't be surprised if they also did it for this upcoming lawsuit, and then the evidence was deemed insufficient, like Amanda read. Here's my thought about this: if the court requires them to submit things into evidence, they have to do it. So like. If it's not being required from the court, they don't have to do anything. You know what I mean? You need to get a court order that says you have to give up everything that you have.
It's interesting.
And if they didn't, then they didn't, and that's like how that kind of works.
Well, it's also interesting to me that a court wouldn't ask to see all of the evidence.
Yeah, I just don't think they cared. You know what I mean?
That's so wild.
Yeah, it is wild and it's like really wrong, but
it's very strange, not that this is like some huge landmark case in American history.
Right.
Maybe it is.
It's not Brown v. Board of Education. Like it's not that serious. Yeah.
But it is strange that as an adult, I'm 35. I hold your applause that I've made it this long. But it's weird that at this age I have lost so much faith in all of our institutions. I've realized that like so many of them, most of them probably, are just bogus.
Yeah.
Like, they don't actually do the things that we've all been, like, it's been hammered into our head that they actually do. That's not correct.
Yeah.
The courts are supposed to be this unflappable, even, unbiased thing, and they straight up are not.
They're not,
The office of the presidency is supposed to be, like, this well-respected, serious, high-standard position. Straight up is not.
It's not.
It's just, at every turn.
Yeah, true. Not really a behind-the-scenes fact, but I always thought that the group dance freak show was based... Sorry.
Here we go.
Was based on The Greatest Showman, and just as I listened to this, I am now realizing that the dates don't even match a little bit.
Not at all.
The movie came out in 2017,
right?
And this season began in 2015.
Correct.
That makes me giggle.
Want to know what's even funnier about that?
What?
I had a very fleeting but similar thought, and I'm glad I didn't say it out loud.
Of it being related to The Greatest Showman?
Yeah. Like, what is, like, The Greatest Showman? No, it isn't, actually.
That's so funny.
Not at all.
No, but I get that, though. Like, I've been in a, like, oh, this is related to this thing. It's like, absolutely not. Those things were 10 years apart.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay, awesome. I went on a deep dive, and I think that the Broadway show in question, that was the Freak Show dance was based off of, is Sideshow. That is a super deep cut, Mel. I'm glad that you brought that up. I had totally forgotten about that musical. It's a 1997 musical which about conjoined twins joined at the hip, which would make sense as to why she gave Maddie one of the solos. In Abby's eyes, she was the lead role, LOL. Sideshow is 1,000,000% with that, because Sideshow is sad. Sad show. Pippin is like not sad really. It's like there's like a main character that has hopes and dreams and it's not sad, but Sideshow is like actually very sad.
Okay.
In the musical, we also have a bearded lady and a strong man. I just couldn't find anything about a contortionist, but I think it's a good guess that there would have been one in there. This is crazy. It's alleged that at this point on the show, Abby was a part owner of Sheer Talent Dance Competition, which is why they brought her up on stage to kiss her ass at the end. Oh, because she was a part owner.
Dude,
makes sense.
Fucking dude.
Makes sense. And then this person said, Mel said what Tony and Izzy and a bunch of other people in our comments said, that choreographers cut means they just show the full dance.
Yes.
So that's that. I think that's it for today. My song of the week is Impossible Year by Panic at the Disco from back when they made good music. Absolutely gut-wrenching song in my opinion. That album, that's on Death of a Bachelor. That album fucks. I know Brendan Urie fucking sucks as a person. That album is fucking awesome. Yeah. That album is so good.
How good.
Also, Mel, because you don't know how to like things a normal amount, I don't know how to like things a normal amount either.
So good.
I would like to recommend a video essay by Mary Mahoney that's called Taking Viva Las Vengeance Seriously on YouTube. It is one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. It's about Brendan Urie. Please go watch it. It's awesome. Anyways, thanks for reading. I'm always looking forward to a new episode, so I appreciate you putting yourself through this horrible show. And then in parentheses, she says, I also don't know why I keep going back to it. I hate Abby so much.
Dude, yeah.
And it's just, and also good night, Alyssa.
Hell yeah.
With love from the Brazilian correspondent candidate of Bestie of the Pod, neurodivergent with too much knowledge of this fuck-ass show. Fuck-ass show.
Yeah. Fuck-ass show.
No, ass show.
Ass show.
Yeah. Here, Eli says ass show. That's in the email.
Damn it.
Here, Eli says ass show. Mel with a heart.
That's awesome.
Thanks, girl.
Thanks, Mel. Sorry I messed that up.
Fumbled once again.
I was too locked in on all of her accolades.
You're too locked in on watching these little squiggly.
No, it was on her accolades.
Oh, okay, whatever. This week
we're
ready to talk about the content of this episode.
You bet your bottom dollar I am.
Slay. This week, oh my god, I have to burp again.
Do it.
I can't.
Let her rip.
It's stuck.
Let her rip, Amanda.
No, I can't. It's like stuck in my stomach.
Do you mean to tickle you?
No, I got it. I got it. We're talking about season 5, episode 3. Abby got served.
Damn right she did.
And let me tell you, if you, like me, were a girl in the early 2000s and were hyper obsessed with the movie Princess Diaries, myself included, the phrase "Abby got served" has the same cadence and timbre as "Lana got coned." So if you're rocking with me, let me hear you make some fucking noise in the comments, because I could only think of Lana got coned after I typed out Abby got served. Anyway.
I have a crazy, very hyper-specific memory that just popped up into my head, actually, because you mentioned the Princess Diaries.
Sure.
The time I saw that movie, I was in 5th grade in my little Jewish private school with my class of 8 other students. Mm-hmm. Actually, I might have been included in that 8.
So 7 others?
Yeah, like 7 or 8 other kids. Very small class.
Right.
We did, I don't remember why this was happening, but we went into the library. We rolled out the TV on a cart.
Oh, yeah.
And we all had like our own, it was like a movie night or something.
Sure.
We all got bags of popcorn and it was dope. And the movie was Princess Diaries. And rolled the TV out on the cart. We're just watching it in the big dark library, and it was great. And the thing, I hope I'm thinking of the right movie. I'm now realizing there's a small percentage chance that I'm not. But at the very end, does she like get kissed and like her leg kind of kicks up?
Yep.
Yeah. So I was as like a 10-year-old boy.
That movie's so good.
You and I were just talking before this about me not being a crier. Well, buckle up, Buttercup.
I'm so excited about
during this movie, I was like invested in it, and at the end, like you see, like the camera pans down to her feet as she's getting kissed, and you like see the heel start to move, and I was like, get it up, kick that leg up. But I was doing that as a distraction from the fact that I was definitely tearing up because it was a very heartfelt moment.
That's awesome.
That, Amanda, was the birth of me using humor as a defense mechanism.
That is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
In the what? 5th grade?
I was in 5th grade, so I was about to turn 11.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
That is so awesome.
Yeah.
Just like getting a little emotional.
Yeah.
Okay, this episode, Abby got served. At the beginning, we get the previously on. We have the ALDC LA studio is definitely going to happen. Chloe left. Paige, quote unquote, is suing Abby, and Kalani's back. Stuff we've already covered.
Paige suing, like, why are we... A 13-year-old can't sue.
I literally don't get it. It doesn't make any sense to
Kelly
me.
is suing on behalf of Paige. Like,
right.
Stop being dumb.
But, like, I think what they're doing is that, like...
They're almost making light of it.
Well, but they're saying, like, this is Paige's emotional distress. So they don't want Kelly to sue for Paige's emotional distress. They want to make it about the child. That, like,
right.
But, like...
Well, that makes light of it. Like, oh, look at this little child.
Yeah, she's 13.
Right.
Like, we all know that she has to have an adult do this for her. Like,
right.
That's so stupid. Anyway, this week we're starting in Pennsylvania, and we immediately start with a court officer in the dance studio at the front desk looking for Abby. Now, for our international listeners who may not be familiar with American court systems and with suing in general, I mean, you can sue any, like, people in other countries, but suing in the States is usually just, it's a private or really public moment of, like, seeking financial restitution for something. So you would say, like, if Eli stole something from me, I could sue him, and that would be a process that could potentially help me get the thing he stole from me or my money back. And so in Paige's case, the Highlands are suing Abby for intentional infliction of emotional distress, I think is what it is, in hopes that they'll get financial restitution to the tune of $5 million. They think that what Abby has done to Paige is the financial equivalent of that emotional damage is $5 million.
Yeah.
I hope that makes sense.
I think additionally, because it's civil and not criminal,
right.
The financial burden kind of is the punishment as well.
Right.
Sometimes there's like, okay, you stole this amount from me, I want that amount back, and that's it.
Yeah.
But also, if the loss of that money caused me emotional distress, I need something else on top of it, because like, not only do I need compensation for that emotional distress, you deserve to be punished. Like, you need to lose more than you took.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
The ponying up of this money is the punishment. Yeah. And in order for that to happen, if I'm going to sue Eli,
please don't.
Eli has to be notified that he's being sued. And that process is unfortunately, what's called serving. Now, what this means is I would have to go to the courthouse and I would have to fill out a bunch of paperwork that says I'm suing Eli Farmer for being an idiot.
Twerking too much. Causing emotional distress with my cake.
That ass, yeah. So then I fill all this paperwork. I would go home. A person who works at the courthouse, a court officer, would, process all of my paperwork, and then on their end, the court would spit out paperwork that says Amanda is suing Eli for twerking too much. Someone from the courthouse would then have to go find Eli in real life and hand him this documentation and say, you've been served, or this is your official notice that you've been served. So then Eli now knows that someone is suing him, and then the litigation process begins. So we start this episode with a court officer at the dance studio looking for Abby, because you can't email them, you can't
call on the phone because they could be impersonated.
You can't mail them. It's like, because then it could be like, oh, well, I just never checked the mail and I just didn't know.
Right.
A physical person giving the papers physically to someone else.
Yeah.
Like, that's how this has to go down, to ensure that the person who's being sued knows that they're being sued. So he's walking around, and someone at the front door, he's like, I'm looking for Abby. I have some papers for her. And the person at the front desk is like, ooh, okay, let me see what I can do. And ushers him in the back and is like, okay, you can, because the officer can't give them to the receptionist. Nope. He has to do it. So she ushers him back to where Abby is. He hands them off to her. She immediately starts crying, which is crazy. I'm sorry. I know I cry really easily. I'll cry. I'll literally cry for literally any reason. Girl, come on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Also, whoever's at the front desk easily could have stopped that guy. Be like, oh, she's not available.
Yeah, you have to come back later.
And then he has to leave.
And he would have to come back later. Yeah, and he would. He would absolutely have to come back later. And Abby says in her talking head, these women aren't like they were in the 50s or the 60s or the 70s or the 80s, where they just drop their kids off and they trust you. Abby Lee Miller, I know your ass wasn't teaching nobody in the 50s.
She wasn't alive in the 50s.
Well, right. So, like, I don't know what that's all about.
Well, also, just that whole thing of, like, back in the day, it was better. She harkens back to an era that she wasn't a part of.
Yeah, girl, come on.
Very Make America Great Again.
Yeah, it's very Make America Great Again. It's really embarrassing. Also, there's a point. So she gets the paper. She starts real crying. And then she turns around and looks at the camera people and says, I just don't want this around the children. And starts to get choked up again. I think the second time she's fake crying. I wouldn't be surprised if all of this was fake crying, personally.
I agree.
Because it's like, oh, look at me. I'm the victim. Look, someone's suing me for $5 million because I beat the shit out of their child emotionally. Yeah. I'm the victim of that.
Well, it just feels like it's picking up where you left off in the last episode where, like, we're supposed to feel bad for her. And now we're just continuing on. Yeah,
I don't feel bad for her at all.
Lifetime is so bad at their jobs.
I know, yeah.
Because they don't know how to craft a good narrative. They don't have their finger on the pulse of, like, their viewership.
No.
They don't know what they've actually produced.
There's no self-awareness here from Lifetime. They want all of us to feel bad for her.
Yeah.
When there's literally no reason to. And so she says in the studio, I don't want this around the children. Okay. Abby then walks outside where the children are standing around with their moms and is like, look at this bullshit that happened. Girl, I thought you didn't want this around them kids. And now you're outside bringing it to the kids.
Well, because she realized that no one else besides the kids will feel sorry for her.
I don't get it. And Melissa does this thing that makes me want to vom. Where Abby's walking away and she's getting a little, like, in my opinion, fake, emotional. And Melissa's like, hey, Abby, what's wrong? What happened? Melissa?
She's a lapdog.
Shut up. I cannot stand her in this moment. Melissa, shut up. Yep. Shut up. Just, literally shut up. It really pisses me off. It's so gross. And then Holly says to Abby that they, being, I guess, Christy and Kelly, want her to feel humiliated. But, like, this is your studio. This is your business. Blah, 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 whatever. I'm really sorry. I don't get Dr. Holly.
I don't
in this
either.
Episode, she
the last one either.
Flip-flopping back and forth between Abby hates me and I'm Team Abby.
Yeah.
Which is it, Diva?
Well,
you have to stand on business.
The email indicated that we're going to find something out later on, but, like, as I was watching this, as you were telling me the last episode, and as I was watching this one, I was like, who is this imposter and what have they done with Dr. Holly?
It's so weird because Holly...
Complete flip.
Yes, consistently for the last 4 seasons has been completely anti-Abby. Like, fully, like, you know, fighting for equity versus equality. Like, she's very, very smart. She knows what's going on.
Yep.
And in this episode and in the last one, there are moments where she's like, Abby, we are on your team. We're standing by you. I don't understand how Holly's allegiance to Abby is stronger than her allegiance to Christy.
I don't either.
I don't get that.
Yeah, she in her talking head says that Christy and Kelly are being retaliatory, and then she tells Abby, you focus on teaching and the competition this weekend, which also, Holly, that's not your job to, like, center Abby.
No, and she's talking to Abby like in the way that a friend would talk to Abby.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like a friend who doesn't work with Abby to be like, hey girl, just do your job, you know, like you're good, whatever. But Holly's talking to her that way. That doesn't make any sense. Y'all are not friends.
No.
And we'll see later in this episode, Holly fully yelling at this woman.
Dude, yeah.
For real yelling. I'm not joking, bitch. For real yelling, screaming at this woman. It's crazy. Anyway, we're going to get to it when we get into it. But Holly, girl, I don't get you.
Shout out to Coco Montrese. Friend of the podcast, Coco Montrese.
I'm not joking, bitch. Girl, look how orange you
look.
Look
how fucking orange you look.
Look how fucking orange you look. Oh, I'm not joking, bitch.
I'm not joking, bitch.
Turns around, looks orange. Yeah.
That is an all...
Awesome.
Turns around, it is orange.
Is orange. Yeah, it's awesome. Jill asks, like, well, what can we and the girls do to be helpful? And she's like, how can we be helpful? How can we help you? And Abby's like, make sure they're in class. AKA, make sure you line my pockets because I'm going to have these legal fees I need to pay off, but whatever. And then Jill in her talking head says it's not Paige. Oh, thank you, Jill. Thank you, Captain Obvious. She's like, I don't think it's Paige that's suing. I think it's Christy and Kelly.
Well done.
Thank you so much, Jill. So enlightening. And then the moms, like, take all the girls inside. They all go into the den. And Kendall is like, I'm not worried about Abby being able to handle this because she's gone up a lot against a lot worse. And it's very much like a child just repeating whatever their parent has said, like whatever.
Yeah.
And Abby in her talking it says that everyone wants to see her fail and she doesn't trust anyone anymore.
I mean, I wouldn't, and she's correct. I absolutely want to see her fail.
Yeah.
I'm
like, yeah, and what? Like,
I want
absolutely.
to see her crash and burn in embarrassing fashion.
Which she does, don't worry.
Don't spoil it.
Well, she went to prison.
Don't spoil it.
Spoiler alert, she goes to
People
prison.
listening might not know that.
No, we've talked about it a million times.
I know that. I'm doing a thing.
We take all the children to the mirror room.
Say that 5 times fast.
I can't. I actually can't. And Kalani is late. Everyone notices Kalani is not there. And Melissa goes, for the second week. Like, okay, Melissa, shut up.
Was that her or was that Holly?
It was Melissa. It was Melissa for sure.
Holly said something shitty too.
I think what really pisses me off about Melissa, and I'm sure I've said this before, is like real skill or talent or any sort of accomplishment that is genuine, real, and authentic does not have to be over-articulated. Your child is talented. There is no need for you to be kissing Abby's ass like that. You know what I mean? Like, you're good.
Just comes naturally to her.
I know. I'm sure a little bit of it is needed, like maintenance ass kissing to make sure that you're like cool or whatever.
Maintenance level ass kissing.
But like
that's a team name. I'm writing that down.
To be so thirsty for Abby's approval.
I thought you were gonna say thirsty for her butt.
I mean, yeah, to kiss it, absolutely. It's like, girl, come on. Your child's talented. You're good. Shut up. So annoying. And then Holly asks if there's a punishment for being late. And Abby's like, girl, I don't know, Holly, why don't you set a punishment for that?
Do some sit-ups or push-ups
100 push-ups. And then Jill goes, I think it should be no solo. Because Jill wants to make sure nobody's a threat to Kendall.
Right.
And then, in a very awkward turn of events, Kalani and Kira walk in as they're talking about all the ways they want to punish them for being late.
Yeah.
And Kira, blames it on traffic. And when she walks in, Jill goes, yay.
You're here. Drags it out a lot.
And then you talk about it.
I was just going to say, Holly in her talking head then says, well, Kira is taking advantage of Abby needing them on the team. Now that Chloe's gone, she needs Kalani, and Kira and Kalani are taking advantage of that.
What?
Getting caught in traffic is taking advantage of that, and they're 5 minutes late.
I don't get that. She was like, it's a double standard.
This is where it started for me.
Yeah.
Where I was like, what the fuck's going on with Holly?
I wrote in my notes, this feels out of context. And all throughout my notes I have, that sounds like it was from another episode. That looks like it was from another episode. Like, that little blurb feels out of context. And I wouldn't surprise me if it was from another episode. They just copied and pasted it.
There were several pieces of dialogue where, I'm typing, and so I'm not looking at the screen. Right. And I hear it, and the voice track sounds so different.
So different.
Or it's in a different place or whatever. Yeah. It's so dumb.
It's so dumb.
That's what I'm talking about. Lifetime sucks at their jobs.
Yeah.
This is only 10 years ago. Figure it out. You have the technology.
Yeah, you weren't... Yeah, it wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, Jesus.
We get to the Pyramid of Children. The bottom of the Pyramid of Children is Mackenzie.
She needed to be weirder and freakier.
She said, you were supposed to be freaky and weird. And she said she could
Story
have been
of my
better
life,
and
baby.
weirder. I know, yeah. I was going to say the same thing. I'm like, that is an insane thing to say to a child. You're supposed to be freaky. I'm like, all right. A little bit of self-awareness would be... awesome. So you could have been better and weirder. Maddie is next. Which is kind of nuts. She says that she didn't have a solo, and what she did in the group number was too easy. But her not having a solo and her role in the group were Abby's responsibility.
Yeah, that's your call, Abby.
What? I'm so confused.
Dude.
So confused. And then the middle is Nia. She portrayed characters well.
In the solo and the group.
Says thanks to you. What? Characters.
What?
I don't know what that means. I have no idea. But I literally have no idea what that means. Kendall is next. She was good. Could have been stronger. Whatever. And then the top of the pyramid is Kalani. She had the highest score for her solo last week.
Holly was pissed.
Holly was so fucking pissed. But it's not for nothing. It would be really annoying if Maddie was at the top of the pyramid. She didn't have a solo. She did fine in the group number, but Kalani had a solo and she won first place. So that kind of makes sense. This weekend we're going to Detroit, which is where Ava and Jeanette the Baddie live. And let me tell you, Jeanette the Baddie is... I, unfortunately, see where she's coming from. I know she's a Trump supporter, blah, 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 whatever. I stand a little bit closer to Jeanette the Baddie's opinion than I do Abby's in this episode. I think Jeanette the Baddie is right, unfortunately.
We'll talk about...
More right than Abby. I'll say that. I don't think she's right, period,
about the stage thing?
Yes.
We'll get there. Yeah. Ooh, you and I are going to have a discussion then. Okay. And maybe fist fight. Who knows?
And that's going to be the worst thing ever for you.
That's fair. I'm gonna
beat your ass, brother.
I punch like this.
You punch like this. Like Rock'em Sock'em.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jeanette the Baddie. Okay, Melissa, oh my god, I'm having a stroke. Melissa says Ava is going to do a solo. She saw it on Facebook. And if a suburban mom sees something from another suburban mom, both of them being white, on Facebook, take it as gospel. You know what I mean? Like, that is a scientific fact. And Jill, says that their kids have a target on their back and that Jeanette the Baddie's going to want all of this, like, revenge and whatever.
Right.
Kalani and Maddie are going to do solos this week. They're going to go up against each other. Finally, everyone's been talking about this, like, the super smackdown of Kalani v. Maddie, and now it's finally going to happen. And Melissa and her talking get us nervous.
Has everyone been talking about it?
No.
We did, like, once a while ago, I think.
No one. Actually, weirdly, no one's been talking about it. They talked about it once, one time, and that was it.
Yeah.
Abby will later go on to say that the whole world has been waiting.
Right.
Hey, girl, what?
Yeah, do you mean your whole world, Abby?
Hey, girl, from one dramatic girly to another, hey, that's crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's actually kind of nuts.
Holly and her talking head, when... Kalani gets a solo as well. Holly's like, well, Kira's already getting preferential treatment over us.
Holly says this?
Yeah, Holly said that in her talking.
Doesn't make any sense. Nia has had like 4 solos back to back to back.
Yeah.
So she hasn't had preferential treatment. She hasn't been here.
Yep.
Okay, Abby points out this is the big showdown we've all been waiting for between Kalani and Maddie, but now it's extra bad because Ava is also there.
Yeah.
So, whatever. And Holly says this is what Kira has wanted from the beginning, and we get the flashback to what Abby says. This would literally never, ever happen. This will never, ever, ever happen.
Yeah.
Happens already. Abby, fire confirmed.
Yeah, dude, it's just like she doesn't actually plan anything ahead.
No,
that's why she doesn't plan dances even 2 weeks in advance. She plans them a couple days ahead of time, throws something together, and just because she has like a few talented kids, she wins.
And a shitload of money from Lifetime.
That too. She doesn't actually like. She never is. Abby's never playing the long con.
No.
She's too much of like a narcissist to do that. She can't. Like, she's a psychopath. She can't plan ahead. Yeah. She just, like, is right here and now.
Well, she did try to con and she went to prison. So she obviously can't play the long con.
Well, she didn't play it well, is what I mean.
Yeah, she can't do it.
She only thinks about what is going to serve me best right here and right now.
Ugh. Oh, I hate her. I hate her so much.
Yeah.
This group number this week is called Stomp the Yard, which is not inspired by Stomp the Yard. It is inspired by Orange is the New Black.
Which really made me laugh.
Which really made me chuckle because, hey, what the fuck? That show is about adult women in prison, most of whom either go in gay or realize they're gay while they're in prison.
Right.
So why the hell? I don't know. I'm sure there was some sort of network thing, cross-promotional something, whatever.
Maybe.
Insane
Was Orange is the New Black on Lifetime, though?
No, but, like, it wouldn't... I mean, all these networks are owned by the same people. You know what I mean? It wouldn't surprise me. It also wouldn't surprise me if Abby was just like, let's do something crazy.
Right.
Like,
we haven't done something insane in the last couple of weeks. Let's do something.
Yeah, we haven't made anyone feel uncomfortable in about 20 minutes, so we need to start doing that right now. We hear also that we have 3 weeks until the big, like, shift to LA. And we get this, another one of weird voiceover.
Yes.
Not a talking head. A talking head is the people in the interviews, the confessionals. A voiceover is just the audio. So you don't see the person, you don't really see the context, nothing. So a weird voiceover about how this is really beneficial to your acting in LA. Or like, this is a kind of dance that you would do at an audition in LA.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Could be from any episode. Could be a voiceover from literally anything ever. And they just pop it in here because who fucking cares?
Yeah. What even is anything?
Because who cares? We're going to do headshots also tomorrow. All the little children are going to sit down and have their picture taken. And Abby says, you are selling your image. And I really thought she was going to say selling yourself.
Yeah, or your soul.
And then she said image. I was like, all right. Still freaky, but fine.
Yeah.
The moms go upstairs. We start the group rehearsal. Here we go.
I like that Jill in her talking head says that Abby gets served papers and immediately has a dance about women being in jail. That really made me laugh.
Which also, Abby will go to jail later, many years later.
She's just prepping.
It's awesome. And Abby tells the girls, you're a bunch of hardened criminals.
Yeah.
Mackenzie, 9.
All right.
You know what I mean? Your oldest child, like 14, 13.
Yeah. Mackenzie's standing there slack. Judge is like, okay.
I have in my notes at the end during the awards, there's a lot of footage of Mackenzie mouth breathing in this episode. Not saying she shouldn't. She's single-digit age.
Dude, she's the best.
Sometimes when I'm confused at my desk and I'm trying to focus on an email, I'm also mouth breathing. So no, I'm not shitting on mouth breathing. I'm just saying it's funny to have a hardened criminal open mouth breathing right next to each other.
What's funny about mouth breathing is why wouldn't it?
I didn't. I didn't.
Why wouldn't you? It's the best hole through which oxygen can travel.
Bruh. Chaps your lips.
Not if you don't suck at it. I don't know.
Get good at mouth breathing.
Yeah.
Bro. Crazy.
I don't want my nostrils getting chapped.
I guess that's what's the thing? Why do people always say in through your nose, out through your mouth? What's the benefit of that?
Because you have to think about doing that instead of the thing that's stressing you out.
I thought it was something about the intake.
No,
making a difference.
Correct me if I'm wrong. If you're a scientist in the listenership, then great. Tell me I'm wrong, but I'm pretty certain it's literally just to it gives you something to focus on and think about.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I hear Iggy at the top, mouth breathing.
I don't know what it's not quite mouth breathing. I don't know what it is.
It's I don't get it. It's like if you took with Iggy, it's like if you took a basketball or a soccer ball that's fully inflated and went and squeezed it, and you just hear a little of air out of it. That's what it is. Kira, all the moms are upstairs on the Lido deck, and Kira asks what the tea is about all the moms, or not about the moms, about what happened. She asked the moms about the tea, about what happened before she got there, and one of the moms says it's the Kelly and Paige thing. A perfectly accurate reframing would be Abby's being sued for $5 million for emotionally harming a child.
Right.
But what we get is it's the Kelly and Paige thing.
Yeah, so dismissive.
Whatever. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. And then Holly, in a voiceover, again, says, Kira, if you were here, you would know. That could be applied to literally anything in any episode Kira's in. Whatever. Just of note, again, Edward Scissorhands in the studio, in the editing suite, chopping that shit up, not making any damn sense.
Nope.
Holly tells Kira that she's mad that she gets to, show up and not show up whenever she feels like it. Which, Holly, I don't really know if that has any credence. She was stuck in traffic, diva.
Yeah, and
it wasn't like she just decided to not show up. She was stuck. What do you want her to do? Walk?
Yeah, I'd get on, just abandon the car and sprint.
Right, and her child.
Yeah.
She's like, Kira, you should be here.
Yeah, and then Holly just chews her out also for
doesn't make any sense.
Not owning her actions and thinking she's special. Holly, you're implying she got here late, intentionally. She I don't give a shit if I'm there on time. That's, it's so dumb.
It doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't make any sense to me. Holly says, you're not that special. Kira says, I never said I was.
Right.
Holly says, well, your actions say that you think you do, that you think that way. Kira says, hits him with the classic, the heater. I'm sorry you felt that way. I'm sorry
you feel that way.
Woo!
It's so good.
Very nice. Holly says, don't be sorry. It's a very cowardly way to act. And she says, at least, in this moment, this is what makes me miss that. I miss Christy. I wish Christy was still here. Because at least Christy would own her own shit. And then Holly calls her a coward again. And it's a commercial. Yeah. I really don't agree with Holly.
Holly, storms out. I don't either.
She's acting like a weirdo.
Also, commercial,
and then we're back, and we're
so fucking back.
We're actually so fucking back. It's literally insane. The girls come back from, they're coming in to do their headshots. They meet the photographer, the assistant, whatever. We're talking about what a headshot is and why it's important to have them done and what the purpose of them is. And Abby says, we're going to do 15 minutes of photography with each child.
And breaks out the little, like
a kitchen
timer.
Yeah. Yes. And Mackenzie, let's see. Mackenzie goes first. And Kira in her talking head alludes to 15 minutes not being enough time for something that's supposed to be serious, right? So are these needed? Are these serious or are they not? Because 15 minutes is not enough time.
No, it's not. And the whole time that Mackenzie is there getting pictures taken, Abby is just like yelling and coaching and giving feedback and telling her things.
Art directing, basically.
Yes.
Literally art directing. And
at one point in doing that, she tells Mackenzie to look like she wants to kill someone.
And I said in my notes, hello?
Mackenzie literally doesn't flinch.
She's like, what? Like, what does that even mean? And then the timer goes off, the leg timer goes off, but Mackenzie keeps going. Or Abby keeps, like, coaching Mackenzie.
Yep.
And then she says something that, like, I really hope is part of an FBI investigation one of these days, where she says, you know that picture I have of you when you're in the snow? Hey, what? Hey, super quick, does anyone have access to any of Abby Lee Miller's hard drives? Please say yes. Like, okay, creepy, but whatever. And then Abby says that Maddie is this, like, leading lady. I think she calls her Jodie Foster at one point.
Yeah.
Very weird. But it's all in a voiceover. So it's like they could have put that in post just to make it look dramatic. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then Holly, in this moment, understandably, is upset that Abby is only giving like certain time to certain girls.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yep.
I agree with this. Kalani goes next. Abby tells her to be flirty. Hate that. And then
oh god,
we get the comment, Maddie and Mackenzie are the only ones who are going to work.
Well, Abby whispers this to the photographer, and I believe Kalani was included in that.
She was not. Now, I fell down a rabbit hole about this comment.
We love a good rabbit hole.
We do love a good hole. The Dance Moms Wiki says that this was talked about later in an interview. Abby says Maddie and Mackenzie are the only ones who are going to work.
I thought she said Maddie Mackenzie. I thought she, like, pointed at Kalani.
Because what she meant was the only good pictures out of this bunch, the only pictures that are going to work are the pictures we got from Maddie and Mackenzie. She said that to the photographer of, like, this group of pictures of Maddie, this group of pictures of Maddie are going to work. She wasn't saying these are the only children who will go on to do professional work.
Wow.
And so later on,
that's so fucking messy.
Yes, when they bring this comment up and she says that's not what I said, she's right. If she's, you know, to be believed. But she also doesn't say Kalani. She just says Maddie and Mackenzie because she's talking about their photographs because Kalani hadn't had her photograph taken yet.
I don't even know what to believe anymore. I feel like I'm being gaslit by this television show.
Don't watch Love Island. Don't watch it.
Oh, my God.
Don't go on Love Island. This is, like, not even
dude,
I hate it here. I hate the show.
You have any alcohol? I need to start chugging something.
I hate this show.
I need to forget.
I need to numb out, brother. I can't fucking do this anymore.
How much Malibu would it take, honestly?
We have about a bottle here. We have like two half bottles.
Oh, good.
Let's see. Blah blah blah. Sorry, my family is popping off in the family group chat about dinner tonight.
What's up, family? What are we having?
Nothing. You're not gonna be there. Jill.
We'll see about that.
Yes. So Jill says that she heard this comment, but then she adds in Kalani. So Jill starts it.
Oh.
Jill says, I heard Abby say that Maddie, Mackenzie, and Kalani are the only girls who are going to do any work. That is not what Abby said. Not to be an Abby apologist, because I'm not.
No.
But
hey, I've had to do that a couple times.
She does. Recently. That's not what she says. Like,
yeah.
She fully makes that up. And then Kira brings up that they're out of time. And Abby's like, well, too bad. It was based on whoever was ready first. Don't believe that for even a second. Abby tells Kendall, I think, to act ditzy in her photo. Hate that. That's annoying. And then Nia is next. Abby gets up and leaves. And she leaves while she's chuckling.
Yeah.
Hate.
Yeah.
Hate a condescending chuckle. And then Holly sits down in the seat that Abby was in and starts giving art direction. And then Holly's like, Abby just needs to find someone to be upset with and to lash out on. And so it's going to be Nia this time.
Always. Well, it often is, Nia.
Right. We're 2 days out from the competition, and we're seeing the Maddie v. Kalani.
The competition.
Like SmackDown, the competition. We're in the stew. And Kira says that she wants to show Abby that Kalani is the new starter fighter. Like, she is your new prize fighter, Mike Tyson of dance. My girl Kalani.
Bite someone's ear off.
All right. Abby then tells Maddie if she loses to Kalani and Ava, she's going to let down Sia.
And Ryan Huffington?
Who was, I think, the director of the video, probably. Girl, Abby, shut up.
Everyone will be disappointed in you.
Abby, shut up.
Everyone.
And she brings up Ava and Jeanette the baddie and is like, if you let them win, I will literally, it is on sight. I'll literally kill you. And the mom's upstairs. What? You're giggling at Jeanette the baddie.
Yes,
huh? It's her government name.
Every time.
I have abbreviated in my notes. JTB. In my notes. That is her government name in my phone is JTB.
That's so awesome.
The moms upstairs are talking about how Ava's probably going to she's going to do a solo that she's been rehearsing for forever.
Right.
Which is like, super unfortunate because they're just making shit up today to then throw up on the stage tomorrow.
Yep.
And then Melissa and her talking head makes up a bullshit no reason thing where she's like, well, technically, Ava and Kalani are teenagers and Maddie is not. And that's not really fair. Girl, shut up. They're in the same age division. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Sorry. Like, it just doesn't. Hate to break it to you. Hate to, whip out the legalese of dance, but you're in the same, age division?
Yeah.
Shut
also,
up about it.
Maddie constantly wins. After all this time and
how
getting
would
all
you
the
blame
preferential
it on age?
treatment. Yeah.
Well, it's because age is the only thing that has nothing to do with talent, is what it is. Because she can't be like,
wants
well, they're
something
not
to blame.
Yeah, she can't, and it can't be something that she has influence over, right? It has to be like something that can't change no matter what, and that's age. Stupid. Kira's like, I don't really give a fuck. Kalani's gonna whoop the shit out of anybody that she goes up against. I'm not bothered. I'm like,
honestly,
okay,
that's a great attitude to have.
I mean, it really is. When you're locked into reality TV, you might as well just like enjoy the ride. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, she's gonna be fine. She's not gonna have her sense of self shattered by the results that are probably rigged for this reality TV show. She's gonna be fine. Like, okay, I guess.
What do we know about Kalani nowadays? Is she
what
like
does anybody know about setting a timer on the camera?
I know a little bit.
I'm gonna guess.
But you don't pay me to do that.
I'm gonna do this. Okay, I don't pay you to do anything.
Oh,
we'll talk.
I'm not getting paid.
Shh, we'll talk about it later.
Oh, okay. It's funny you brought up suing me earlier. I was like, well, anyone's getting sued. It's gonna be me suing you for not giving me my 10%.
10% of nothing.
When we end up making $1 million.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. Were you going to say something else before I cut you off about me forgetting to set a timer?
What do we know about Kalani? Like, I know a lot of these.
Today?
Like a lot of these moms ended up being Trumpers. And is Kalani like a well-adjusted human being?
I don't know about Kalani's political alignment, but I know she just recently got married and she owns a dance studio.
Oh, congrats. Oh, that's right.
She's a teacher. And she like makes a lot of content about like making it better for them than it was for me kind of stuff.
Right. We talked about this now. I remember. Well,
she
that's
seems
good.
Cool. She might be a Trump supporter. I don't know. But because Kira is. But she seems like she's, using the thing that happened to her that's not great and making it better for somebody else. So,
yeah, that's good.
That's commendable, I guess. Okay. Abby is coaching Maddie. Like they're talking about like the Maddie versus Kalani moments. And Abby's like, hey, Maddie, P.S. Everybody's talking shit about you now, right?
Yeah, everyone on social media hates you. You need to ignore it, though.
Yeah, and you should only depend on me, this person who's not related to you at all.
And Maddie's like, oh, I didn't know any of that, but okay.
And Melissa is like, some bullshit about, Abby's experiencing a lot of pain and strife with the litigation, and so she's channeling all of it through Maddie's solo ?
Yeah, crazy.
Hey, what? I don't. Okay, what the fuck ever? I guess.
She then gets an email like, "Oh, someone's asking about a job for Maddie."
Melissa does. Yeah. Wait, we skipped that. Abby says that Maddie has a huge reputation to hold. Huge. But yes, she says that Elle magazine has reached out to do a cover story about Maddie, and in the background, one of the moms, I think it's Kira, goes, "What's Elle magazine?" Which is crazy because Elle magazine is huge. ELLE, huge magazine. So it just made me giggle.
Taking the Elle magazine, am I right?
No, ELLE, Elle magazine.
Like Elle Woods?
Like Elle magazine. No. Well, ELLE, yeah, maybe
that's Elle Woods.
That movie is so good. Guess who cries at Legally Blonde? Me. When she does the monologue about like Callahan never saw me as anything other than a piece of ass, yeah, I'm crying. Ugh, that movie's so good.
God,
okay, anyway.
I just so relate to that.
What, being a piece of ass?
Yeah.
Whatever. Whatever. Melissa like brings it up, and then Jill says, well, how did Elle even have your email? And she's like, oh, Abby gave it to me.
Yeah, just like, straight up.
Okay, awesome. Yeah. At least she's being honest about it in this moment.
It's like, yeah, Maddie is her favorite, so of course she gave.
Yeah, Jill, do you know where the fuck, who the fuck you're talking to, Jill? Maddie's my child. The golden goose of this studio.
I honestly wouldn't be surprised if Melissa started barking at the other moms at some point, like angry dog, like, yeah, get away from me.
Someone else gets an opportunity, starts like foaming at the mouth. Yeah. And then Jill tells the moms what she heard Abby say to the photographer. She says an out of context, incorrect statement that kind of pisses me off. And Holly is like, normally I would go downstairs and make a fuss about this, but I feel like I shouldn't because
she's trying to play the game.
Whatever reason.
It starts to become clear to me that at some point, like, Holly's trying to like play the game.
Yes. Like, but she's not doing it very well because at the end she's losing.
Dude, yeah, clearly losing. And because she's not like normally, like, she's not a manipulative, like conniving person. No. And so when she tries to do that, she doesn't do it well.
And she backs off. You know what I mean? Like, she sets her morals aside to play nice, and then but she's such a good person, she can't put the morals aside for too long. Yeah. Ugh. It's crazy.
I fucking hate who she's being in these episodes. I know we've already talked about it, but
it is annoying, we cut to a commercial, and then when we come back, we're getting the group rehearsal, and Holly gets a call from Jeanette the Baddie. Now, listen, I don't think Jeanette the Baddie knew that she was going to be on speakerphone.
That seems clear.
She says, like, oh, just like, I heard you guys are going to be in my neck of the woods this weekend. Happy to have you in Detroit. Whatever. And then she's like, also, I want you to know, when I see Abby, I'm going to kick her teeth in. Like, and Holly goes, whoa! Like,
Holly was very shocked.
But she says, like, I want you to know that what Abby did to Ava was wrong and was not fair. Hey.
Correct.
Yes, correct. But then she says, when I see her, I'm coming after her this weekend.
I'm coming after her.
And then Holly goes, oh, okay. Like, oh, fuck. And all the other moms are like, whoosh, locked into what Jeanette the Baddie is saying on the phone. Kira gets up from her seat in the Lido deck and goes over to Holly, and Peppa Pig, boop, ends the call.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Says, bye.
Crazy. Hangs up the phone. And Melissa is gagged. I was also gagged that she was on the phone and was saying that. Like, that's fucking crazy.
Well, it just goes to show that Jeanette the Baddie isn't built for this show.
No.
You got to know they're going to put you on speakerphone, girl.
Girl, come on. And Kira says that she can't stand desperate, vindictive girls. Same.
Correct.
And then Kira says that she was stalking Jeanette the Baddie on Facebook and said that she saw a video of Christy at a meet and greet talking mad shit about Abby.
Again,
and there was Jeanette recording in the audience. Like, but Abby sucks.
Correct. But here again, we have evidence. Like, right now, the position of the moms is that Christy is being a dick.
Crazy.
And is trying to take down the dance studio. Again, Kira, trying to be a girl's girl, is trying to, like, give the moms the info. She's like, hey, just so y'all know, I saw this happening.
Part of one of the emails I didn't read was about whether or not Kira's a girl's girl. And someone was saying that, I think made a good point. I don't know if I necessarily agree with it, because I don't know if we're talking about the same thing. But one of the emails was saying that whenever there's a new person in the group, like if Kira's already there, and like a new person like Sarah and Christy walk in, Kira doesn't fuck with that new person in the group. And so that makes her not a girl's girl.
She's the final one. She's like, I'm the most recent. This is now the team. All the rest of y'all can fuck off.
And I think like our perspective is that like she's a girl's girl when it comes to defending the team against everyone else. It was that lamp. It's because it's 5 o'clock. It's like, it's not, she is a dick to people in her, like on her team, but she's a nightmare to the op that's not on the team. So even if she was mean to Christy and Sarah, if someone had been talking shit about Christy and Sarah, she would have gone after them.
Right.
So it's different. Internally, she's kind of a nuisance, but externally, she is still like, hey, I can talk shit about my siblings. Nobody else can talk shit about my siblings.
I want it on record also. I welcome anyone to bully Christy.
Well, same.
So, again, Kira, like, that's the only person she's ever, like, said shit to, whatever, so I'm good with it. Well, maybe not ever, but, like, bullying Christy, I'm good with it.
And, like, getting onto a teammate is different than defending your team against Kathy.
The forces of Kathy.
Yeah, the forces of evil. I don't know. It's just different to me. Holly in her talking head says that there are a lot of people who want revenge on Abby, and she might as well be added to that list.
Yeah, so Holly, where's that energy?
Where are you on... Whose team are you on, Diva? Are you pro Abby or are you anti? I don't get it.
I don't either.
I don't get it. Because just like literally 30 seconds ago, she said, I would bring something up to Abby, but, you know, she's having a hard week and she's going through a lot, so I'm not going to. And then now she's like, oh, you can add me to the list of people who
I want
Abby.
Revenge on her. When do they record these confessional, the talking heads? Are they like...
I have no
idea.
idea.
They film all the shit for the episode and then afterwards? Or they like film a day and then break?
The only thing I know is that the studio where they went to film their confessionals was next door. So, I mean, I don't know. But we're going to see later on there are confessionals that are obviously filmed. They're obviously from other early episodes.
Yeah.
Whatever. Abby's yelling at the girls about being better and making better faces and... telling Kalani this is what her mom wanted for her, and she says it's huge, and blah, blah, blah. We get another weird VO about Ava. What the fuck ever.
Yeah.
Okay, day of the competition. Holly in her talking head says that Abby has been tap dancing on her last nerve. I know that's fucking right, Holly.
Yeah.
You let that hoe know, for real.
That's such a great line.
And she's like, Abby better be on her best behavior because she's pissing me off. Don't piss me off, Abby Lee Miller. It's awesome. And when they get to the competition, Jeanette the baddie and her kids are lined up outside, ready to greet them.
Yeah, they look like they're just there to welcome them.
Right. And Jeanette the baddie in her talking, it says that she's, like, appalled at what happens, which, girl, you should have known better. They get off the bus and the ALDC just ices them out. They don't speak. They get the silent treatment.
Not a word.
Nothing.
And all the
and
little...
she's like, I couldn't, but...
For the thing with, like, Jeanette, it's one thing to, like, ice out Jeanette, but, like... all of her girls, all the other dance team are like, hey guys, welcome. We're so happy to meet y'all. Thanks for being here. And then fucking Mackenzie has to cold shoulder another 9-year-old.
The littles. It's actually kind of sad.
Yeah. Like, what are we teaching here?
And then no, not Ava. Jeanette the baddie is talking to like the other moms on the squad. And she's like, I'm going to go talk to Abby and just tell her like, we need to be adults about this. Like we need to grow up. Whatever. Hey.
The irony.
Great idea. Just go and tell Abby how to live.
Right.
Awesome idea. Great
and tell
track
her
record.
she's being mature. She's being immature.
Yeah.
That'll really teach her.
Really get after her. So she just walks into their green room. Jeanette the baddie just fully walks in, and Abby immediately starts screaming at her. Like no time elapses at all.
None. Screaming
at this woman. And one of the moms says, or no, the mom that's with Jeanette the baddie says, good luck.
Yeah.
and Abby goes, if you knew anything about show business, you would know that saying good luck is bad luck, which is like...
What's really great...
so fucking stupid.
What's really great is she's like, if you know anything about show business, like, hey, Abby, you're teaching a bunch of 11 and 12-year-olds to dance.
It's not show business, babe. Like, come on. And then she makes a comment about, also your blazer should be longer than your shirt, which, like, Jeanette the baddie's probably doing something that's way more fashionable than what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm going to go with her on this one.
Also, it reminds me of, I don't think did you ever watch Fifi O'Hare's original season?
No.
Okay, in her original season, she's getting into a fight with Sharon or Jade? I can't remember. She's getting in a fight with somebody, and she's losing. And someone says that she looks like a tired, washed-up showgirl. And Fifi O'Hare goes, at least I am a showgirl. Go back to Party City where you belong, bitch. That's what this fight reminds me of.
Awesome.
Like, if you knew anything about show business, you would know that saying good luck is bad luck. Go back to Party City where you belong. Whatever. Abby makes a comment about the blazer thing, and then Holly in her talking head is like kind of judging Abby for lashing out. So now we're back to real shit with Dr. Holly. Now we're back to locking in. You know what I mean? Oh, I heard the of the pig. Call her.
Iggy.
I bet Rachel got her door closed. Come here.
Come on. Oh. Hell yeah. Oh, plop, plop, plop. Oh my god, the way that she descends the stairs is just...
Wiglet.
Come on.
She's like, my mom doesn't want to let me in her room.
Oh god.
Rachel has really gotten into the habit of sewing. Rachel loves to sew. And Iggy can't always be in Rachel's room when she's sewing because Iggy will fuck it up. So, also Rachel wants her to sit down here. There we go. Yeah, she's always like, I'm sorry if Iggy wasn't a good dog for the episode. I'm like, your dog's a freak, but that's not on you necessarily. When we come back from the commercial, Abby tells the girls that the whole world is waiting for this super smackdown of Kalani v. Maddie.
Yeah.
And Kira is like, I'm not really worried about Kalani losing, but she calls Ava Eva. I don't know if you clocked it. She's like,
I didn't.
Kalani going up against Eva doesn't really worry me. I'm like, okay, girl, whatever. And okay, this is as the facts are presented to us, this is what happens. Abby alleges she doesn't feel comfortable with her 2 students being backstage without her because she is worried about Jeanette the Baddie being a stalker and a freak.
Sure.
So Abby on one side of the stage with her students is like, I'm going to stand back here. So I never do this. I don't know if it's allowed, but I'm going to be back here. I'm going to be with my kids, whatever. Jeanette the Baddie is not backstage. Ava is on the other side of the auditorium stage. They are not clumped together. They are not within 4 feet of each other. They are like fully on the other side of the stage. The other side of the stage.
In the other wings.
Now, does Abby become annoying? Yes. Does Ava potentially misinterpret or give an inaccurate retelling of the events to her mom? Also, yes.
Well, what happened? Abby's kind of pacing around, and you can hear she's like, "What?
She's
this
like,
is
what the hell is this taking
this taking so long?" You can hear over the intercom. They're like, "Hey, everyone, we apologize for the delay."
Like,
and Abby's just like,
what the hell?
she's pacing, kind of like talking to the kids, like, "I don't understand."
Do you hear what she calls delay of game?
Oh, that's funny. She's just like, "Yeah, what's taking so long?" And she looks just kind of like across the wings towards like where Ava and a bunch of other people are standing, and she's just like, she flails around, just like,
what the hell?
Come on, like, what are we doing?
This?
Can we can we go? Like, can we go? Like, that was the whole thing.
Right. That's it. That's the whole thing. And she's just like yelling and gesturing to everyone,
and
not
whoever's
to Ava,
looking,
but to anyone. But then Ava sees her and she goes, "Is she yelling at me?" And one of her friends, who looks like she's like 6, goes, "Yeah, she's trying to psych you out because she knows you're a talented dancer." Like this little evil genius in the corner of like a child.
Yeah, playing, like holding the strings of the marionettes.
And she's like literally looking up at Ava and she's like, "Yeah, she's trying to psych you out." Like crazy. Ava dances first. She slays. Kira says that she says, "I think she looks like a praying mantis." Do we know who she's talking about? No. Because she doesn't say anybody's name, but she just says, "I think she looks like a praying mantis."
I think it was pretty clearly Ava.
I don't know.
I think it was pretty clearly Ava.
You saying that because you think Ava looks like a praying mantis?
No, I think it was pretty clear she was talking, especially with the timing of when she said it.
But there's the timing of when it was edited in.
No, I think it was pretty clearly Ava.
Anyway, Kalani goes next, and she has this like silver hairsprayed stuff in.
She looks badass, dude.
That poor bitch, because I had to put in that silver hairspray for a musical that I was in one time, and it is a nightmare to wash out of your hair.
I'm sure.
It is. No, it is shit from a butt.
No,
it's
Kalani
awful.
looks so fucking cool. She has like this like silver like spikes going down her face like
there's
this
like a
over
3D
one eye. Yeah,
element. Yeah,
super dope.
But I saw that hairspray and was like, "Fuck, I feel bad for you, diva."
For sure.
Abby, we get a talking head of Abby. All she says is, "I think she looked like $1 million." Don't know who. Don't know nothing about nothing. She just says it, and I only bring it up. I only am adding this disclaimer because later, Abby, between season 4 and season 5, has gone through weight loss. You can tell. You can see it in her face that she's lost some weight. I only bring up the fact that you don't know who that comment is about because when she's talking about like some other things later on, the talking head that is used, you can tell is further back in time because her face shape is different.
Oh.
So I think they're just like literally just like plucking things out of the tape and being like, meh, whatever. Because she doesn't say anyone's name that could be applied to anything.
Sure.
It's like that serious. You can tell in some of her talking heads that they're from series ago because her face shape is different. It's crazy.
Interesting.
Anyway, yeah, looks like $1 million, whatever. Melissa in her talking head says that Maddie's dance is about Abby's pain about the lawsuit. Just like so stupid.
God, Melissa just. I've never seen someone so loyal to someone who hates their guts.
I've never known, maybe not never, but I maybe can think of like 2 women I've met in my life who are this much of a pick-me. Like, this is nuts, girl. Like,
yeah, it's crazy.
Shut up. It's insane. And Melissa also brings up once again that Kalani and Ava are older than Maddie. Like, just in case she doesn't win, don't forget they're older. Yeah, don't forget I have an excuse that has nothing to do with skill.
Yeah, so as I was skipping through, I noticed that Maddie and Kalani both ended their solos in the exact same pose in a mirror. Yeah, with their hand resting on their collarbone, the opposite collarbone.
Yep.
The exact same pose.
Yeah. And then after Maddie goes... Abby in her talking head says, my student stepped out on stage and owned it. Doesn't say a name.
Just intentionally.
It's from a different time. It's so freaky to me. Brandon the PA, right in, Diva. I know y'all are listening. What the hell is going on with this episode, girl? It's crazy. And then, as all of the ALDC girlies are leaving the competition... and going back to the green room, or they're leaving, like, the performance way back to the green room, Jeanette the baddie confronts Abby in the hallway.
Yeah.
About the being backstage thing.
Yep, sure does.
And Abby's like, girl, don't talk to me about this. Like, fuck off. That's really annoying. Like, whatever.
What you think happened is not at all what happened. I was nowhere near her. Jeanette then turns around and goes to the owner of the competition or whatever and is like, I'd like to file a complaint.
The owner of the competition... is like, girl, come
Gina.
on. It's like it's like when a parent of one of my students would be like, I'm gonna email the principal.
Good.
Like, girl, whatever.
Do you know what they'll say?
Dramatic.
Miss Baugh is correct.
Yeah, fuck off.
Miss Baugh.
Miss Baugh. We cut to a commercial, and then when we come back, Abby's in the green room talking to the moms, and she's like, girl, you're never gonna believe what happened with me and Jeanette the baddie. She's out in the hallway screaming at me.
And she says, I love kids. I don't know how that gets flipped around.
When you accuse me of abusing children, do you hear how crazy you sound? She's like, it's hard to talk to Jeanette when she gets so emotional.
Yeah, don't worry. There's only 4 full seasons of evidence that you actually fucking hate kids.
She's
if they're
like,
not Maddie.
oh, I don't know how people don't think I love kids. Oh, sorry, you can move that. That's just my papers from the fact that someone's suing me for emotionally fucking up their kid to the tune of $5 million.
Yeah, in this very episode, Abby... you are being sued for emotionally abusing children.
Which, like, just because you're getting sued for something doesn't mean you did it. But, like, I don't know how that gets twisted around. There is litigation. That's how people think that you're not good at loving kids, is because, like, she's so...
we're watching it.
Stupid, bro. She's so stupid. It pisses me off.
Yeah.
Pisses me off. Whatever.
Gina then walks in.
Yes, and she's like, hey, girl, talking to Abby. Hey, girl, you can't be intimidating kids. And Abby
again
loses her shit.
Explodes.
She says, how dare you speak to me that way, which is crazy. And you can see when she starts screaming, you can see the other mom shutting down, which is really sad.
Yeah.
Like the trauma response of just like, I'm just going to sit here and let this happen is like really sad.
Yeah, they're just like, God, here we fucking go again. I think Kira actually said something along those lines. Like, she's just like, here we go again or whatever.
And Jeanette the baddie says to Gina, the competition owner, she's like, I want you to know I'm here to support you, and I'm here to help you stand on business, basically is what she says. Again, another kiss ass.
Yeah.
Girl, not a good look. And then Jeanette the baddie and Abby start screaming at each other. But then in the middle of the screaming, because Abby's like, no, I wasn't in her face. I was on the other side of the stage. I did not speak to her. I was not near her. I was on the other side of the stage. Jeanette the baddie, full volume yelling. She goes, then you know what? This might have just been a communication issue.
Yeah. Which, like, yeah, you're correct. Why are you screaming that?
This might have just been that your child...
is 12.
Because she's 12, was like, Abby yelled at me. And you just were like, I'm going to kill her. And you took, like, no time at all to think about whether or not that could be false.
Yeah, or ask any follow-up question. Which I understand, like, there's the mama bear instinct and all that.
I hate it. I don't care.
And Abby is usually doing something wrong.
I know I'm not a mom, but just because you're a mom doesn't mean you can't have critical thinking skills.
Sure.
Your 12-year-old says something to you. Come on.
Let's ask one follow-up question.
Please, one singular follow-up question. It's ridiculous. So anyway, so they leave, and then Abby makes another comment or / threat to Kalani and Maddie about, like, if that other girl beats you, you better watch out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'll shave your heads.
I'll kill you in your sleep. I'll shoot you where you stand. And then Holly, in her talking head, says people are just trying to tear down Abby. Holly, which is it? Which is it?
She goes back and forth from being like a badass to a bootlegger.
The last talking head she had, she said, add me to the list of people who want revenge on Abby.
And then immediately she's just licking the soles of her boots. Crazy.
Holly. I'm so confused, girl. The ALDC group goes. Their costumes are whatever. The dance is whatever. Who fucking cares anymore?
Nia performed really well. I saw, like, as I was skipping through, like, she is, like, her face, like, her facial performances have been awesome.
And then we get, Abby says, the only statement she says is, I thought the group dance was excellent. It is another pre-weight loss clip of her.
Yeah.
And I have in all caps in my notes, what the hell is going on in the editing suite?
Dude, there was some real fuck-ass editing in this one.
Fuck-ass editing, the likes of which you have yet to see. Lock in.
Come on. Boing. I gotta keep her over here.
Baby. She's like, is my mom gonna come back inside?
I want to mush her face.
So we get to the awards. We could do a commercial when we come back. We're at the awards. The ALDC group gets first. Slay.
It was weird they went with the group awards first. It's usually solos and then
because
group.
the Studio Blue or whatever the fuck, Jeanette the Baddie Studios, not Studio Blue. That's somebody else's.
You just call it Baddie Studios?
Yeah, Baddie Studios they didn't have a group dance. So we don't give a fuck about group placement. That's why I went first. Because who cares? One of the girls in one of their talking heads goes, "You got served." And then
Kendall did.
Is it Kendall? And she starts giggling. I thought that was kind of funny. Okay, Kalani's solo placement, she gets 4th.
Oof.
You fucking yikes. After all that shit Kira talked about Kalani can do this dance blindfolded with her eyes closed. Doesn't matter.
I also think it's interesting, though. I remember this being like a talk before that, like, hers was like an acro solo. She was all over the ground, bending and backflipping. Sure. And I wonder, Ava and Maddie both have like lyrical ones, and I wonder if the judges might just be more predisposed to.
I think he's fighting with her foot.
She is literally fighting with it right now. Iggy, what is happening? What are you doing?
She's scratching her ear with her foot and then biting her foot, like her foot's trying to fight her.
Yeah, like she's mad at it. Yeah, she's like fucking mad.
Oh, look, we embarrassed her.
I think she has an itch that she can't quite get to.
Yeah, she and Liza both are having allergy problems right now. Not problems.
Should we get a tissue and like...
Iggy, what are you doing, little? Why are you being so freaky? Ava solo, she gets 3rd. So she beat Kalani.
Yep.
But she didn't beat Maddie because Maddie gets 1st.
Well, Maddie doesn't. No. Maddie got 2nd.
What?
Maddie got 2nd.
What?
They said Maddie got 2nd.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Because I have like 4 question marks after it. You just assumed.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I must have. Season 5. I'm looking this shit up. Episode 3.
I'll bring it up.
Oh, well, I'm just going to trust you. But she...
Crazy of you
I don't
to
have
do.
time. Fuck off. I don't have time to Google. That's the only reason. I have in my notes here at this point, there's lots of shots of Mackenzie open mouth breathing. Abby and the moms are standing in the green room and they're just like talking about, you look at this fuck ass competition.
It's
These
so
results
rigged.
are rigged. Blah, blah, blah. Holly speaks up and she says, in her talking head, she says, it's not rigged. Y'all are just mad about these results, but it's not rigged.
And then out loud, she tells Abby she looks like an idiot and you need to be a grown woman and own your words, and then starts yelling about giving preferential treatment to someone who just walked in.
When Holly says, stop, you look like an idiot, I was Tina Aguilera.
That was
wild.
She
said that.
Actually
I could
wild.
not. And she wasn't screaming. She said, Abby, stop. You look like an idiot. Hey, that's crazy. Yeah. I mean, that's awesome. She's right, but like crazy.
Calling Abby an idiot is a bold move.
Right. And then Holly goes on and on about commitment and like preferential treatment. Abby denies everything that Holly says, obviously. We get an old clip of Abby talking in her talking head about how the other girls aren't shit and whatever. And then Abby has Kendall walk. She's like, all right, you know what? Fuck you. Kendall, come here. Which anytime that like a teacher, specifically a toxic teacher that I experienced was ever like on a tangent and then singled out a kid and was like, come here.
It's about to go horribly.
It's about to go down in a bad way. So Abby has like, Kendall, come here. Kendall walks her and she says, walk in like you are walking in for an audition right now. Do it. As a side note, insane that she's having Kendall do this because Jill is not arguing with Abby.
Right.
I would think that she would ask Nia to do this.
Right.
So that's odd. And then Kendall walks in. She's like smiling, and she
poses.
walks for a second, and she strikes a pose, and that's it. And Abby's like, Kendall, why wouldn't you say who you are? Why wouldn't you walk in and say, "Hi, my name is Kendall"?
And Jill's like,
what the hell is going on?
That wasn't part of the instruction. You said
walk in. And Abby says, why don't you should, as a mom, grab your hairbrush and hit her in the back with it and say, "What's wrong with you?" And it's just, you know what, Jill, you're a bad mother.
And Holly is just like,
Abby,
Jill, you're not a bad mother.
Jill, you're not a bad mother. Abby, fucking stop. And Abby's like, don't tell me what they go off this episode for real.
And then, Holly like does defend Jill. And then Abby says, Kendall, your mom is just going to stick her hand up your butt and move your mouth for you. Kendall, of course, is crying. Oh, I see what's going on. I know.
She's burrowing. She loves to burrow.
Y'all, if you're not watching the video, you're only getting half the story.
She wants you to tuck her in.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to go in? Go on.
Look, she wants someone to just tuck her in. That's what it is. She's being a freak.
I think she wants to burrow.
Okay, keep doing your thing, Diva.
What?
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. But then, so she says she's gonna move her, like, put her hand up her butt and move her mouth, and Kendall, through tears, says, "Stop! You're embarrassing me," and leaves. And she goes to leave.
And then Abby's like, "Where's Kendall?
Get back in here."
Gets up. Like, she's on the hunt for this child.
Yes.
Who did nothing wrong. Who literally was an innocent bystander in all of this. And the moms, like, are in hot pursuit of Abby Lee Miller. She goes to an exterior exit door and tries to go move the handle. Doesn't open. So she's stuck in a corner. And the moms are, like, berating her. Abby goes back into the band room. Unfortunately, they're having it out in the band room. Goes back into the band room. They're screaming, crying. It's like, it is an insane ending to an episode. Holly and her talking, it says that Abby has lost her mind, and that's it.
Well, they have this other little interaction.
Oh, Holly does call her an ass.
They have a couple other interactions that Holly kind of like stands between Abby and Kendall, saying, "Stop, I'm trying to help you." And what that means is, like, she's like, Abby is showing abuse right now. Like, she's trying to say, Abby, you're in the middle of a fucking lawsuit for abusing children, and you're doing it right now. She's like, "Stop, I'm trying to help you."
I didn't catch that.
And Abby is literally just so out of her fucking mind.
She's like seeing red. She doesn't care.
Well, and it's just what she does all the time. She can't stop being herself.
Yeah.
Then the other thing is that she calls Abby a disgrace. The two of them kind of go off to the side, and Abby's like, "I believed in Nia 8 years ago," and Holly's like, "You're not the same woman." She says,
"You don't advocate for her like you used
no
to."
longer advocate for her. And then Holly and her talking, it says, "You've lost your mind, and she needs to change fast. We're standing by her, but how much can we take?" Hey, real quick, Holly, why are you continuing to stand by her? Why?
I don't get it.
You're standing by your child's abuser.
Dr. Holly, you're losing me, girl.
Yeah,
I don't get it.
Fast.
I do not get it.
2 episodes, and I'm like, dude, I'm almost out.
Yeah, I'm like really confused. Yeah.
Legitimately almost out.
So, anyway, that's another fuck-ass episode of this fuck-ass show, dude.
When I got done watching this a couple hours ago, I was just like, dude, I just fucking hate this show.
I hate this show,
it's awful.
Actually, yeah.
It's so awful.
But next week, did you watch Next Week On?
Sure did.
You know who comes in next week?
Sure do.
JoJo Siwa. Thank fuck. Because JoJo Siwa and her mom tear this shit up. So I'm excited.
Well, I heard one clip where she's like,
"If you yell at me, I'm gonna cry."
No, and she's like, she says, "Am I here to replace Chloe?" Already fucking hate her. Mm-hmm. Already hate her.
Mm-hmm. I'm so excited.
I'm so not.
I'm pumped. What's your song of the week, brother?
It's Down by Marian Hill.
Oh, that one?
Yeah. No, not.
No.
The whatever you were just saying.
I was thinking Chris Brown.
No, not that one.
Oh.
No, it's Down by Marian Hill. It was in an Apple commercial a few years back, and I was like, oh, wow, this is super catchy, and I like that song.
Nice.
What is your song?
Who am I thinking of?
Miss Lady.
Baby. Jay Sean.
Yeah.
Lil Wayne, sorry.
I knew it was something Sean.
I was like, it's not Chris Brown. Jay Sean. Yeah. My song of the week is a song called Orange Juice by Noah Kahan. Shouts out. I just have been feeling that way. No context.
Do you want to know what's crazy?
Is it already on the playlist?
That is our 200th song.
Slay.
200 songs on this here playlist.
Anytime there's like a quantifier of how many of anything I've done for this show, it's always like, it like sends a shiver down my spine. Like I have all of this like audio and footage organized on my computer and on an external hard drive, and every time I have to make a new folder for a new season, I'm like, fuck. Like my notes, it's like the pyramid, and then it's like episode notes, season 1, 2, 3, 4, and then when I was like, new folder, season 5, I'm like, smoking a cigarette, ashing into my computer, like, fuck, this is so annoying.
You're like the Grand Theft Auto character, like, oh shit, here we go again.
Yeah, me as fuck, actually. Thanks for sticking through it, y'all. That episode was nuts, but
2 episodes have been nuts.
Yeah, and it it seems like it's cloudy with a chance of nuts for a long time.
Hell yeah.
Seems like we're gonna stay nuts. These nuts, you know what I mean?
We be nuttin'. Wait, no.
Did you see last week's episode description?
No.
Did you listen to last week's episode? You should. It's hilarious. And the description says there's a lot of hole in this episode. Because all we did last week was talk about holes, which is insane.
Hole, yeah.
Ig, do you have any final thoughts? Hold the microphone up to her. Let's see if we get any snarfling. Hello. She doesn't want it. That's it. That's all you get,
I got her a little bit.
Get
her all riled up.
Follow us on social media if you feel like it. Our group Instagram is @thepyramidpod. Email us your thoughts and feelings about Love Island, Drag Race, books, shit we got wrong, the dog. Follow me on Instagram if you feel like it. My username is @notamandab_. Eli's is @Eli_farmer_. Follow him for cake and dog pics. And yeah, I guess that's it.
I'm going to change my Instagram bio to that.
Follow me for cake and dog.
Cake and dog. Yeah.
Gross.
Cake and dog pics. You bet.
It's going to set off the sex robots on Instagram. You know what I mean? The bots that DM like insane shit to you. It's gonna set them
I've
off.
gotten probably a half dozen
Yeah,
of those.
those are insane.
Yeah.
I get them on TikTok all the time. I'm like, okay, girl, that's nuts.
Yeah, settle down.
I guess that's it, y'all.
Good night, Alyssa.
Good night, Alyssa. Good luck on your finals. Thank you so much for listening. Goodbye.
Goodbye!
Listen to the track, bitch. Girl,
the way you move it. Start the timer.
Okay, I just did. I just said stop yelling at me.
Got me in a trance. Turn me up.
I tell you that I listen to that song every time I go on the Stairmaster. Have I told you about this?
Oh, do you?
Because to get the most out of getting on the Stairmaster, you're not supposed to hold on to the rails.
Right.
So I don't.
Oh, no hands.
And I do no hands. And also, that song makes you feel awesome. So.
Yes. No, that's a great one.
Yeah. Anyway. Out of context, but still true.